This is a special edition of Willie D Live. Corey Holcomb and Dr. Boyce Watkins will be joining us shortly. But first, I want to bring you guys up to speed on how we got here and what's going on. About a month ago, I posted a picture and video to Instagram of Corey giving his condolences to DC Young Fly in the wake of the sudden passing of his children's mother, Jackie O. Then Corey, in textbook Corey Holcomb style, added, "I wish my baby mama would die." As one might surmise, those comments went viral. As cold-blooded as those words were, I can tell you that about 60 to 70% of the people who was on my Instagram supported Corey's comments, giving him a pass as a comedian. Boyce Watkins was not one of those people. In fact, Boyce went into the comments and wrote, "I met Corey in person, didn't like him." I saw that comment and I thought about deleting it, but I decided not to for two reasons. One, I try not to censor people on my platforms, especially my friends, which Boyce Watkins is. But Corey is also a good friend of mine. And Boyce, like Corey, is very intelligent. This is why I decided to keep the post there, because I know that Boyce, Boyce thinks things through usually, like, so if Boyce was to post something like that about Corey Holcomb, I felt like he wanted to smoke, and, Corey came with the smoke vehemently, but here's the thing. I'm in the middle of all this because the squabble started on my platform.
So as you can see on Willie D Live, you had Corey Holcomb, Boyce Watkins, and Willie D, where they went and they pieced it out. They pieced it out because it was necessary for the youth that was watching. But Willie D held Boyce Watkins accountable, as you can see him talking. And before I was giving my commentary, he was really going in on Boyce, but Boyce got a chance to express himself and express how he feel. But I want to say something. Boyce likes to say a lot of condescending things about people and slick backhanded talk. But when it comes back to him, a lot of times he can't handle it. Boyce started this, and when Corey brought the heat, Boyce then went on a live stream rant when he went in on tried to basically go in on Corey, but it didn't work. So he speaks about Janelle Monáe, he speaks about all these different people, but a lot of things is fake but you know what, matter of fact, I'll do it this way. Let's listen to Boyce and then we'll come right back.
My point is that I know both of you brothers, and it's something good about both of y'all that made me befriend y'all. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I probably reached out to both of y'all. That's how we became friends. You did? Because I saw something in each of y'all that I thought was cool as hell. And we became friends. And I'm just as close to both of y'all. I'm just as close to Corey as I am to Boyce. And so it really hurt me that y'all was going at it. Even though I could have nipped it in the bud and deleted that message, I gave my reasons for why I didn't. But this is what I want to know. Since Boyce, you kicked it off with your comments. What I want to know is, what did you think was going to happen if you... What did you think was going to happen dropping that comment about Corey? And on top of that, you said you didn't like him, but I also know that you are a fan of Corey Holcomb. Like, I am. What was going on in your mind?
It was mixed feelings, man. I'll start from the beginning and say, it sounds contradictory to say this, but Corey's one of my favorite comedians, actually. I like the honesty. You know what I mean? And I think that particular comment triggered me a little bit because I'm very protective of Black women in general. I think that I feel like there's a lot of guys online, man, that just say things, man, that are not helpful to women and children, man. And I think that definitely triggered me. And I have to be 100% honest and say that, when I did the time that I did meet Corey, I can't say I got good energy. But he's right. I didn't say anything about it at the time. And I think that over time, it's allowed me to kind of process who I am. I'm a fighter. You know what I mean? Like I do that, and you've been caught in the middle of other times, man, where like when I went out to Houston and you would tell me we were talking about Kwame Brown and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And so it's a mix, man. It's like sometimes you're supposed to keep your mouth shut and not say everything, but then sometimes you just say it, and what happens is that it can sound like you have one feeling about a person when it's usually mixed. There's not a single person that I can think of that even people I admire the most. I admire Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X more than anybody else. But if you was to ask me to really tell the truth about what I think about them, I could find negative things to say, right? So it sounds contradictory to people for me to say Corey's one of my favorite comedians. When I found out you and him were such good friends, that made me respect him more because I respect you, and also it led me to accept the fact that I probably misjudged him based on that one interaction. And for that I do apologize because I don't think that was appropriate.
So as you see, you got a chance to hear Boyce explain his side of the story. But after that, Corey got a chance to explain his side, and Corey went and said some of the things, that he wanted to say and how he felt. Where basically, when you put things online, it's all fair game. But this was important for the youth. But let's listen to what Corey had to say, and then I'll give my full commentary.
How did you hear about those comments that the Boyce made?
Well, the gossip police is everywhere. The gossip police, you don't duck nothing on this internet. You say something, it's gonna get back to somebody, even if you're the type of person who think you can ignore stuff that people bring to you. Because I tell my friends, don't tell me about something bad that somebody said about me on the internet. But it's coming. If you say something, it's coming, especially if you're somebody who people watch. The information will be delivered into your ear one way or another.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But I want to say this, Willie. When you called me about everything that was happening, I kind of stopped you while you was talking, and I said we should do this on air. And the reason I said we should do this on air because I am aware that there are literally a lot of young people in this world who have no idea how to de-escalate things. So that is the main reason I said, yo, let's do this on the air. Because that's what I said, right? I was like, let's do it on the air. I think it'll be good for the culture. I mean, we all are old enough to de-escalate something. And like I said this when I was talking on the internet. I don't take stuff like that personally because everything we put on the internet belongs to the game. It belongs to the game. Willie D, any picture of you on the internet, Mr. Watkins, any picture of you on the internet, anything we do, like proposing, whatever we do on the internet, it belongs to the game and it'll be dissected by the game. Whether it's good things people say or it's bad things people say, everything we do is going to be dissected. That's why I'm glad we did this like we're doing it right now.
And I want to say this. I'm proud of these guys. These guys, all of us, me doing this video, all of them are over 45 years old. And for us to be trying to talk to the youth and tell the youth to chill and calm down, but then turn around and be beefing online, why would they ever take us seriously? But I hope that boys can learn something from this. Learn to keep your mouth shut and stop just talking about everybody, man. Because you brought the smoke and you put the smoke out there, but when it came, you couldn't handle it. And like I said, he always saying little backhanded stuff. And he talk about he go hard for black women, but there's a lot of black women that's online talking about you. People like Michi X, people like the girl Yvette Carnell that started the ADOS, Cynthia G, Vicky Dillard. There's a lot of people, man, that's saying that you ain't paying them, you don't do good business. So on one hand, you talk about you go hard for black women, but there's no black women that's gonna come online and say that I do dirty business or I do them wrong. But for you always saying that you champion for black women, but you got black women coming after you online. Like it don't make no sense. I don't hate Boyce, but I don't like Boyce. I don't like a lot. Boyce just seems fake to me, phony to me. Instead of just like focus on your on your financial channel. My thing is, if you invested into your channel, I mean, you got people like Pocket Watching with JT and Earn Your Leisure. These are investment channels and money channels that make big money. They got big channels. You claim that you a PhD and you know all this, but your channel ain't jumping. So now you got to jump into the gossip and talk about people instead of showing black people the blueprint of how to get money. This is the problem. This is the problem with Boyce. Focus on showing black people how to turn our economic streams around. Invest in a channel, make it interesting, and make people want to watch it. Because Pocket Watching with JT, they getting thousands of views. People watching them. People watching Earn Your Leisure. They're not watching you. So now you got to get down into the mud and mudsling, and you out your league. Because that's not something that you know how to do. Start talking about numbers and integers and all that kind of stuff, man. That's what you specialize in, man. Stay out of the mud. So you go and you say something about Corey, and then Corey come after you. But I'm glad, I am glad that they was able to squash it. They was able to come to some conflict resolution. Boyce did apologize. Corey did apologize. And, Willie D was able to mediate the situation, and they was able to handle it like I said, I don't like Boyce a lot of times. I don't hate Boyce Watkins. I don't hate him at all. He's a black man. I don't hate him. But I don't like the stuff that he do, and I'm from the street. I can read fake when I see it, man. Stop being fake, man, and just get back to doing what you do good, man. Talk your numbers and bring Dr. Claude Anderson on and stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane. But I'm glad that they made peace and they pieced it out. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Again, we don't hate Boyce Watkins. We just don't like some of the fake stuff that he do. And we calling him out on it, so hopefully he'll change. But leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.